Hello and welcome to Before Exams. Here we help you to prepare for your competitive examinations. Subscribe to our channel so that whenever we post the content about your exam, you get the notification about it. Hello and welcome to this section of IELTS reading. In this section, we'll be talking about two strategies. Now, many a times I get questions from many students about the strategy that we have to follow in IELTS reading. Now, there are two strategies. One is whether you should read the questions first or you should read the passage first. So, I come across these problems many a times by students that what we should do. We'll be talking about that thing in detail in this lecture, that what you should do in your IELTS reading test. Now, there are two strategies of attempting IELTS reading test. We'll be talking that in the lecture, and there are some procedure for both the strategies. So there is not some procedure, there is a procedure, a flow chart that you need to follow, a step-by-step procedure I'll be telling you, and then we have a homework exercise. Okay, so there are two strategies. First strategy that we have is whether you should read the questions first. In this, what you can do is you can read the questions first and then you can answer the questions. So you'll be reading the questions first, and then you'll skim and scan through the passage, and then you'll be answering the questions. The other is you can read the passage first and then you will be reading the question and then you will be answering. So these are two strategies, and the students often get confused that what strategy to follow. Let us just first of all discuss that in both the strategies, what are the steps that you have to follow to answer the questions. So in the strategy wherein you want to read the questions first, so questions first strategy is, step one is, what you'll do, you'll read the questions and mark the keywords in the questions. So we'll be learning what keywords are. What you have to do is you have to read the questions and mark the keywords in the question. Then in step two, you'll be skimming and scanning the whole passage. After reading the questions, you'll be skimming and scanning the passage and try to find the answer by matching the keywords. So you'll see the keywords in the question and you'll match the keywords, or you'll match those keywords in the passage, and then you'll try to find the answers there, because 99% of the times you'll be finding the answers where the keywords are matched. Okay, and then the third step will be to again come to the question and then read and try finding the answer. So let's say you read 5 questions, you found the answer of 3 questions, then what you'll do is you'll read the other 2 questions, you'll memorize the keywords of those questions, and according to that you'll find the answers of those. Okay, the other strategy is passage first, in which what you will do is you'll read the passage first and then you'll be answering the questions. Now step one is, first of all, you have to read the whole passage very quickly and mark the keywords. Now you do not have to waste time reading the whole the passage in detail. You have to read it very quickly by marking the keywords there, and then that is, you have to skim and scan, and then you have to jump to the questions. After reading the passage, you will be going to the questions. That is, you will be jumping to the questions and start answering from what you remember. Whatever you remember from the passage, then you will be answering. Then comes step 3, wherein whatever you remember, you answer those questions. And after that, you return to the passage and you read the passage again and then answer the questions. Now, the thing is, students often get confused which strategy to follow. I will suggest you to try both the strategies. That is, try reading 3 passages and answer the questions. Whatever you are comfortable with, go with that strategy. Because if I'll be telling you that strategy, and the thing is, if you're not comfortable with that strategy, you'll keep on stressing yourself, and then you'll not be able to attempt the test carefully. And you'll not be confident while attempting the test. So there are pros and cons of both the strategies. Pros of first strategy is that you know the question first, you know that what you have to answer, you will be just looking at that and then you will be able to answer that. And the cons of the first strategy, that is the question first strategy, is that you have to shuffle between the questions and answer a lot. You'll be going to the question, you'll be coming back to the passage, you'll be going to the question, you'll be coming back to the passage. In the passage first strategy is, I'll suggest you to use this strategy only if your retaining power is good. If you read this passage, if you skim and scan through the passage and you retain, and you can retain the information in the passage, then only go with this strategy. Because many a times what will happen while reading it quickly, you will miss many things, and when you'll come to the questions again, what you have to do is you'll be reading the question and then you'll be going back to the passage and doing it again. So basically what you'll be doing is you'll be wasting your time first reading the passage, and then what you'll be doing is you'll be coming back to the questions strategy, wherein you are reading the questions first and then going back to the passage. Right? So passage first strategy is for those students who can retain the information well. If you are very confident of retaining the information, then go with this strategy. Else, I will suggest you to go with the questions first strategy. But as I said, attempt 3 passages of all the of both the strategies, and then see that which strategy suits you the best. Okay. So now we have been talking about keywords, but what are keywords? Let's learn that what keywords actually are. Keywords are nouns, verbs, names, locations, numbers, figures, and bold and italicized words which are there in the passage. So these are all the keywords which define the course of the passage, which define the meaning of the passage. So whenever you find these things, just underline those, because those are your keywords. Helping verbs are not the keywords. These things, that is nouns, verbs, names, locations, numbers, figures, bold and italicized words, this will help you to find the answers. If you will mark the keywords, it will help you that it will help you where the answer is located. We'll do the advantages of keywords. So the first advantage of keyword is it helps you understand the text better and quickly, because if you'll know about the keywords, it will help you to understand that what is the content of that passage, and then it will help you to understand it. Suppose there are some names of the scientists there, so you will know that this is about science. It could be about research. Suppose there is a disease which is being mentioned, so you will know that in this they will be the talking of the disease, that they'll be talking about the symptoms, they may talk about the cure of the disease, what are the medicines, what are the researches which have been done in this disease till now. So by marking the keywords, it will help you to understand about the text better, and you can then also know that what will be in the next passage. Because if you'll know about the keywords, if you'll know about the passage, you can then you can realize, you can understand that what will come next. If it is talking about a particular drug, that is a medicine, you'll know that in the next passages the author or the writer can talk about the cure, in which diseases is this medicine used. Then he or she can talk about the nutrient facts of that medicine, right? So it can help you to understand the text in a better manner. Then it also speeds up your reading. If you will just underline the keywords, what you will do is just underlining the keywords and reading the helping verbs very quickly will help you to read the passage quickly. Also, it speeds up the process to find the information. How it speeds up the process to find the information? Suppose you mark the keywords, you went to the question and you mark the keywords in the question itself. Then you can just match the keyword there, and then you'll know that where the answer is. You do not have to read the whole passage again and again. Just by marking the keywords, you'll know that these are the keywords. This is the keyword of the question. This is the keyword of the passage which is given. And then what you'll do is you'll find the answers around it. So this will save a lot of time. Okay, so this is about the keywords and about the strategies that you can follow while attempting IELTS reading. So then now comes about the homework exercise, for which what you have to do is you have to mail me. I'll tell you that what is the homework exercise on this. I can give you some passages from which you can practice, and then you can decide that which strategy will be best suited for you. Or you can send it to me and I'll tell you that which one is best suited for you, in which strategy you took less time. You just have to mention that what you, I'll be mentioning everything in the assignment, that what all you have to mention, and then I'll be helping you out to check which is the best suited strategy for you. So that will be it for now. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.